Okay, I also have some tips here for drawing some extra things that are on houses in 1-point perspective. 1-point perspective for a house, you're always going to draw the side that faces you or the edge that faces you. You'll have it vanish off to a certain spot that is on your eye level. I connect all the corners back. A house is not transparent, so I'm just going to do as such. Make sure you keep your lines horizontal. It's going to seem like a long stretch sometimes. You don't want a house that just kind of looks like a brick. So what we are going to do is off the middle part of the roof here. I'm making a vertical line so that I can actually make a V part of the roof. I'm going to let this roof overhang a little bit because that's how houses are built, so the rain runs off. Now I'm going to clean off the panel or the side here. And now I'm going to start connecting it back to my 1-point vanishing, my 1 point to make it vanish. Okay? I'm also going to take the end of the roof, connect that back as well. Darken my lines so you can see what's going on. My roof doesn't go on forever. It's going to stop and connect with this corner here. So I'm going to take this point and make a line. And it's going to end with the end. Oop, I'm sorry. That's completely wrong. Even I make mistakes. It's going to be parallel to this line. And that I'm just going to have to iron, but it does need to go through the corner of that roof. Okay? Now I can erase my lines that I don't need in the back. So now I have something that looks like a house with a roof. I do need to see the underside of this one. So I'm going to take this and just kind of guesstimate that I'm going back to my vanishing point. Loop. And there is my house. Okay? I do want to show you how to make bricks and how to make siding.
Is there anyone that's in student council?
I'm pasting out where my vinyl siding is going to be. This is me just pasting it out, and now I'm going to send it back to my vanishing point. For this one, try to use a ruler because we have a hard time of not actually going to the vanishing point. As you can see, I'm struggling just a little bit this way. You can use those same dots to draw in horizontal lines that are on this side. Now, if you want to learn how to do brick is pretty simple. You just make a line every other row, and then if this is a brick, the next row down will meet up. So this is kind of your pattern to reproduce. If you have a brick, in the middle of the brick is your next row.
Yeah, I'm going home with that anyways.
Now, what you don't want to do is outline every single brick because it can make it look pretty artificial. So what I'm going to do here instead is just kind of figure out where my shading's coming from. Pretend my light's coming from this way and that there's a little bit of shading. Shade it in a little bit so I don't really see it. And then I'm just going to suggest where it's located just every now and then. And start to add in textures or little shading by the lines or around the bricks. And then just kind of shade them in. Okay, you don't want to have them too defined, but don't be afraid to darken the mortar. Don't be afraid to add texture. Okay, so that is how you can add some extra things to your house.